In 1999, Arnold Schwarzenegger did what I thought was one of his most underrated roles in End of Days. Now, most are familiar with Schwarzenegger classics like the Terminator franchise and Predator, and to a lesser extent films like Conan and The Running Man. However, End of Days features Arnold in an action-packed sci-fi thriller with plenty of great one-liners. The movie has terrific characters and interesting storyline, feeling like an exorcism-type movie, but not really scary enough. End of Days tells the story of Jericho Kane, a troubled and grieving borderline alcoholic working at a security firm. In late December 1999, one day he's assigned to protect an investment banker, and a priest tries to assassinate the investment banker. Now, Jericho, along with his wisecracking partner Bobby, played by Kevin Pollak, soon investigate and discover a strange trail, one that leads him to a woman named Christine York. Christine has been chosen by Satanists to conceive with the devil and birth the Antichrist. The conception must take place on December 31st, 1999, between 11 p.m. and 12 a.m. Now, while the storyline sounds silly, especially the time, the film actually works. In fact, in the movie, Arnold even makes a wisecrack around the time, sarcastically saying, "Is this Eastern Standard Time?" While a good portion of the movie features solid action scenes, the movie succeeds with Arnold interacting with a terrific cast of characters. Gabriel Byrne plays the devil and does a fantastic job. Robin Tunney plays the innocent woman, and this is one of her bigger roles I think that I've seen her in, at least to date. I remember she was in Prison Break as well, but I don't think she's been in too much else. While other terrific characters in the movie, Udo Kier plays a Satanist, and CCH Pounder, who was in The Shield, she plays a detective. Mark Margolis, who played the bell guy in Breaking Bad, plays the Pope. Now, without question, Arnold is the star of the movie and represents once again the quintessential 90s cop and action hero. He drinks too much, doesn't take care of himself, yet he still manages to be terrific at his job. Arnold puts up a fantastic performance and threw some great one-liners in there. I think the storyline is what, still, even though Arnold did such a great job, I think the storyline is what personally intrigued me about this film. The movie was released in 1999, and back then, there were genuine fears about what would happen when the clock struck midnight on December 31st. Many were concerned about the Y2K bug, as many computers saved dates in 2 digits instead of 4 digits. Some thought as computers read 00, it would actually read 1900 instead of 2000, and this would just lead to catastrophic failure in infrastructure and devastate society. There was a race to fix all this, and this was actually highlighted in another comedy movie named Office Space, a pretty fun one that came out in 1999. Now, some believe that something more biblical would happen in terms of the world ending. Some thought that the Y2K bug would absolutely catastrophically hurt society. Some believed that something biblical was going to happen, and most people weren't trembling and scared, but this movie definitely capitalized on the event of the time. In the film, Satan has to mate once again between 11 and 12, and there's multiple references to things in the Bible. It should be pointed out, yeah, the writers took a number of liberties with these, but still, I thought it was believable enough. It really set up a great story. Arnold just needs to keep this girl safe until 2000, and if there's anyone who's going to be able to battle the devil and possibly beat Satan, it's going to be Arnold, especially in the 90s. Now, of course, Satan has turned the cops against him and his best friend against him, not to mention Satan knows where he and Christine York are at all times, except, of course, if she's in a church he can't really see. That does expose a little bit of a plot hole, as they could have just hid Christine York in the church the whole time. But, there's more to it than that. Now, End of Days is not as popular as some of his other films, like The Terminator and Predator, and it's not as good, but it's definitely one worth checking out if you haven't seen it. Check it out. It's action-packed. It's still a good watch.